All right, let's talk about a problem that sneaks up on pretty much every developer out there. You look at your hard drive one day and where did all the space go? Well, Docker is often the prime suspect. So today we're going to cover a super quick and effective way to get that space back.
Does this feel familiar? You're working away, building things, running containers, and then you get that dreaded disk space low warning. You're not crazy. Docker, as awesome as it is, can be a bit of a digital pack rat, holding on to all sorts of stuff long after you're actually done with it.
And this chart, this says it all, doesn't it? You know where your apps are, you know where your files are, and then there's this huge, ever-growing slice of just mysterious Docker bloat. It's all those old containers, unused images, and leftover networks just sitting there, silently taking up room. But hey, what if I told you we could shrink that slice way, way down? That's right. The good news is you don't have to go on a wild goose chase manually hunting down every little bit of Docker debris. We can free up potentially gigabytes of space with just one single powerful line in the terminal. It's basically a magic wand for your system. And here it is. This is the command you want to remember. Docker system prune-a. Seriously, this is your new best friend. It's the go-to for a safe, really thorough cleanup. It's simple, it's elegant, and it is incredibly effective. But, what's it actually doing when you hit enter?
So, what's really going on under the hood here? It's not just randomly deleting stuff, I promise. The prune command is actually very specific, very targeted, and understanding what it's doing is the key to using it without any fear.
Okay, so this command is basically a professional cleaner that tackles 4 types of clutter. First, it gets rid of any containers that you've stopped and aren't using anymore. Next, it cleans up any custom networks that no containers are even connected to. And finally, it takes care of images, both dangling ones, which are these nameless intermediate layers, and any full images that aren't being used by any of your containers. It's a proper spring cleaning for your Docker setup. Now that command is fantastic for your regular maintenance. It's your workhorse. But what if you need to get even more space back? What if you feel like there's still something hiding in the corners? Well, there is a way to go deeper. This is where we bring out the power up, as I like to call it. It's a special flag you can add, the -volumes flag. This thing takes your cleanup to a whole other level. But, and this is a big but, it comes with a pretty serious warning. And you can see the difference right here. On the left, we've got our standard, safe, everyday prune. On the right, the deep prune, the heavy-duty version, with that volumes flag tacked on. It looks like such a small change, but believe me, its impact can be huge.
And here's why you gotta be careful. Volumes are where Docker keeps persistent data. Think databases, user uploads, that kind of thing. This command will completely remove any volume that isn't currently attached to a running or stopped container. Now, this is great for getting rid of old, orphan data, but it's really risky if you have a volume you might want to use again later. So you've been warned, use this one with care.
So knowing how to prune is great. But what really separates a pro from a novice is knowing when to prune and what to expect. And that means you have to diagnose the problem before you just start deleting things. Let's look at how to do it right.
It's a really simple but powerful idea. Check first. Instead of just running the cleanup command and hoping for the best, a quick assessment tells you exactly where the bloat is coming from and gives you a good idea of how much space you're about to get back. And the tool for this job is another easy command, Docker system df. If you've ever used Linux, you probably recognize df. It stands for disk-free. This command gives you that perfect bird's-eye view of your entire Docker world. And this is the kind of beautiful report you get back. It breaks everything down so clearly. You can see your total images, containers, and volumes, how many are actually active, and how much space they're taking up. But the real gold is that last column, reclaimable. That tells you exactly how much junk can be cleaned up. I mean, in this example, you could get back a whopping 88% of the space your images are using.
Okay, so now we have all the pieces of the puzzle. We know how to check, we know how to do a safe prune, and we know how to do a deep prune. Now we can put it all together into a simple, repeatable habit that'll keep your system clean and running fast.
So here it is, your new weekly Docker ritual. It's just 3 easy steps. Step 1. Check your usage with Docker system df to see what's what. Step 2. Prune the junk away safely with Docker system prune-a. And finally, step 3. Just sit back and enjoy a cleaner, faster machine. It's that simple.
So, where does this routine make the biggest difference? Well, it's a total lifesaver on your local development machine where you're constantly building and tearing things down. and it is absolutely essential for CI/CD build agents. Those machines can get clogged up with artifacts from hundreds or even thousands of builds over time.
And that's really the whole story. That's how you tame Docker's hidden appetite for your disk space. We've covered how to check, how to prune, and how to build a great maintenance habit. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What's your favorite one-liner command that totally saves the day? Thanks for tuning in.